All right, so a quick update on SU-27. I glued in these Zycoy mounts, and you can kind of see them there. Get that out of the way. Nice and easy to get to, and everything. That way I can service them if need be. And one on each side. And then I got the pumps mounted here, and I ran the lines. This is an 8 mil to a 6 mil, and I run the 8 mil as close to the pump as I can, and then you install the step down here. These come with the high flow MAP UATs, and I've been using these BVM little line holders instead of doing the lock wire stuff. It's a better clamp. They're a little bit more weight, but they're easy to use. And the only thing I wish is they had some for the 4 mil. The smallest they have is a 6 mil. So everything, you know, obviously 8 mil. I'm using the 8 mil clips, and then of course this 4 millimeter. I just put a lock wire there, and these have the 8 or the 6 mil clamps. And it's hard to see, but all these fittings will have the 8 mil clamps on them. So I got 1, 2, 3, 4 to add, plus 1 on this side, and actually right here. So this is where the pickup lines from the clunks of the main tanks run into the UAT. This is a fill line right here. I'll run this forward to the dry lock fillers that I have, and I'll probably just I typically do 1 for each. So I'll probably do that because they're so light. It just sucks having to run a tube that long to the nose to fill. That being said, I could easily run a fill port somewhere. Nah, I'll run it to the nose and everything. But yeah, so it's kind of coming along. I'm gonna call it a night. I'm just, I think I'm a little dehydrated, so I'm gonna get some water in me and just chill out. But I did go ahead, and they're hard to see. I don't know if you guys can see them, but way back there, right there they are. So that right there is my shutoff valve. It's drying right now. It's just a little plastic holder that I glued into the top of the inlet. I did this on the F14. It's a perfect spot. It's real simple. You just reach under here, shut it off because the gear's always down and everything. And so that'll connect to the 4 millimeter line coming out of the pump. So, it'll come down. It'll just run straight down into that and then on to the motor, because you can kind of see the line there. So I'm trying to decide on the filtering. Sometimes I put the filters aft, which would be a 4 millimeter in this case. I kind of like to keep it on the suction side, but you know, it's not really needed. But I could put a 6 mil. I've used them, or I'm using them, the Festos. Sometimes the smaller ones are fine. The 8 mil Festos, they're just not, the barbs are too short. I had one on the Viperjet from the UAT to the tank, but the barb is so short that the line just kept coming off and sucking air. The 4 and 6 mil seem to be fine. They have longer barbs that the lines will slide on. So I may do a 6 mil and then run into the 8 mil with the step down. We'll see. I don't have to run a filter. I mean, it's nice, but you know, you got a filter in here and everything. So we'll see. I'm gonna look around, see if I can find some better filters to run than the Festo. But I'm gonna call it a night. You guys have just a quick update on this, and tomorrow I'll finish connecting all these air lines. This is pretty much dry now, so I went ahead and connected the. You can kind of see here what I did. Connected the linear actuator to the mount. Gotta clean that up a little. Oh, yeah, it does. But so I took it off. You can kind of see the mounts there. They're still a little green, so I'm not going to go attaching it. But essentially it'll mount right there just like that. And yeah, there you go. I'll just screw this back into the linear actuator. I didn't want to disconnect it, so. And that will be done, and then I'll work on that tomorrow as well, like I mentioned in the last video. But I'll go ahead and get all the lines connected and ran. That way everything's out of the way when I start trying to fit that that piece with the cutout. I've already mounted it. I got 6 screws holding it in and everything, but I got a cut for this, and that's going to be a minute, because it's just, you know, there's no easy way to do it, because you trim, check, trim, check, trim, check, and because this thing's connected like it is, it'll just take a little bit. So, but coming along, so hopefully tomorrow I can get all the fuel stuff done, get the speed brake done, and then I'll try to get the airlines connected and teed and ran to the front, so that way I can start the electrical leads for the servos to the power system. So that's kind of my goal tomorrow. I don't seem to ever hit my goals anymore, but I just don't get out here and kill myself like I used to. So you guys take it easy. Appreciate watching, and don't forget, subscribe, thumbs up, thumbs down, leave some comments if you got any questions. It's always nice to hear feedback and you know, talk to people. So you guys have a good evening. Cheers.